The Whitsun Weddings is a poem written by Philip Larkin in 1955, describing a train journey from Kingston upon Hull to London. The poem is written in the past tense and the first person, as it is an autobiographical experience. Larkin adopts a specific title, The Whitsun Weddings. This particular weekend has a financially advantageous time for people to marry, because of the British tax law. By adopting this as his title, Larkin automatically commercialises marriage as a convention. What is also seen is a reflection of his views of their social class. This is exhibited through his use of the name Whitsun in his title, because there is economic benefit for a less privileged social class. However, this may seem that Larkin is not expressing his view, and only expressing a reality. Despite its validity, the fact that Larkin shows the need to put across these views, these weddings are Whitsun, demonstrates what could be interpreted as his views. This is also proved by Larkin's presentation of the wedding parties. The fact that dresses are described as parodies of fashion, mothers, loud and fat, and grinning, a word often associated with stupidity, explicitly demonstrates his unenthusiastic views towards the people he is observing, if they were not obvious beforehand. Larkin refers to a wedding of this nature as a happy funeral. This combination of words would seem peculiar, as how can a wedding be associated with a funeral? This juxtaposition that Larkin entails suggests a less common view on a wedding. Larkin uses this to propose contradictory emotions, which marriage encourages, thus suggesting that, though marriage may be joyful, there is a significant loss being made when entering that stage in life, as if life and freedom ends when a person marries. In terms of the structure, the poem has 8 stanzas, each with 10 lines. This regular structure demonstrates the consistency of Larkin's journey to London. Each stanza has a shorter second line, which suggests the unreliable tempo of the train within the regularity of it, as the short lines are regularly spaced and in a structured poem. Many run-on lines also emphasise the unreliable tempo of the train, as it causes the reader to briefly stop before continuing on to the next line. This is particular when occurring at the end of the stanza, and the sentence continuing to the next. This becomes a regular occurrence after the 4th stanza, as there is no use of enjambment at the end of it, hence the sentence running over quite violently onto the next stanza in the middle of a phrase in order to complete the syntax of that sentence. This happens in subsequent stanzas, and the effect determines the prospect of overrunning, especially as Larkin is on a train. At the end of the journey that Larkin has embarked upon, he comes to terms with the experience shared amongst those on the train from Kingston upon Hull to London. Larkin regards the disparity between himself and the wedding parties, and facilitates this through the channeling of thought on a train journey where he may never see the same people again.